Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Tower of Time. Oh, this feels much better. Let's see if I can turn up the graphics settings. Probably not. Medium, apply. New. Looks great on my end, does not look great on your end. Damn. Well, I guess I'm just stuck perpetually on, this. I assume it's just one thing. A texture, maybe? Who knows? Anyway, so if you can't tell by my voice, I'm feeling much better. I'm sorry for the extreme delay between episodes. It's one of those where my life is this precarious balance of everything. And if anything shows up to disrupt it, getting sick, going on errands, whatever, everything goes out of whack. So what happened to me, I get sick, and it's just like, well, I can't play anymore. And then I recover, and I have all these other things on my plate, and so it's just like, alright, whenever I give up. Okay, so we've already read that note. Anyway, collapsed passage. This part of the wall was clearly destroyed recently. Someone seems to be setting the path for your party. With all these blockages and open passages. With all these blockages and opened passage, I guess it kind of works. Your champions have a sense that they might be walking into a trap. Well, that's okay. Anyway, for the sake of progression, and the fact that we've run into so many delays and because Deadfire's coming out, I'm just gonna leave this on easy. I'm gonna be honest, the combat in this game does not... If it had been turn-based, I would have been down and then some, but it's not. Anyway, small chest has some stuff in it. Nothing particularly amazing. Is that more gold? Yeah. I like playing CRPGs, tactical CRPGs, on harder difficulties, but I've always been a huge turn-based fan. Real-time just always feels fiddly for me. Hello. A short distance after the dark passage, the party arrives at a long-abandoned market square. Amazing. The people here built the likes of a small city within this tower. This place must have been full of life and laughter once. It's so remarkably well preserved. I half expect to see a shopkeeper set up shop, and children come rushing out from around the corner. I'm not going to comment on the crazy spirit just floating right there. Alright. This tower is ancient. All this was built long before my time. Long before the land lay shattered and ruined. Can you enlighten us as to exactly how much time has passed since that happened? Over 1,000 years now. If you wish to explore the past, a grand library awaits at the top of the stairs behind me. It holds an ample supply of historical volumes. And what of you, Avatar? Have you no interest in history? My history begins and ends within the confines of this tower. My duty stands independent of past or future. I cannot afford to dwell on what was lost, only what remains, what must be protected. Besides, my understanding is that knowledge of times long gone can be dangerous, inciting acts of desperation and despair. Such mindsets can only serve to distract me from my responsibilities here. I know the nature of this duty myself, this duty you speak of. We are truly kindred spirits, Avatar. No one's gonna talk about the spirit in the center, alright. She seems afraid of the past. Yes, but if she was created, someone is responsible for what she knows. I wonder who had the power to do this. Well, whatever she is, wherever she came from, she seems to have our best interests at heart. As your party approaches the teleportation stone, you speak to them. Another delegation has arrived in the throne room. Join me above to greet them. You'll be most surprised. Your party teleports to the throne room to greet the new delegation. Dwarves! Yes! A new delegation arrives before the crystal throne. Dwarves, the renowned race of miners and smiths. One among them approaches and speaks in gruff tones. We came to aid ye with a pledge of craftwork and arms. I am Rakim, Rune Lord, son of Rogam, master of blades and bearer of fire. Never yield in battle, and never leave a comrade behind. For 10 nights I didna sleep a wink. Visions of this great tower, and a haunting voice kept calling to me. Only when I resolved to come here did I sleep once more. I have traveled deep in the bowels of many mountains. My hammer and my knowledge will be invaluable when you explore this tower of yours. I'm honored to join your expedition, if you'll have me. Another valuable offer of support you cannot afford to refuse. You can now add Rakim, Runelord, to your party. Okay, Rackham has joined your party. Rackham, a Rune Lord, is a fierce frontline warrior able to wear heavy armor. Among other things, he can place elemental traps and reduce enemy armor. Like all dwarves, he's extremely hardy, and easily underestimated by an opponent unfamiliar with their martial expertise. His ancestors wrought great halls under the mountains of Artara. Though through their legendary mining, smelting, and smithing skills have been lost to them for many hundreds of years. He resides in the Artificer Hall. He also brings the knowledge of an item forge, a way to upgrade the equipment. Okay, upgrade counters. You've gained access to the item forge and a unique way to customize items. A number of upgrade counters, gray boxes near an item icon, depends on the item quality. Magic items, the least perfect, have the highest number of counters, while relics have the lowest. The max number of counters any item is 5. Cannot be rolled on a new item, and special actions are required to achieve that. Cost increases with each upgrade slot used. Forging an item worthy of legend will cost you dearly. Select a statistic you wish to improve, and then click Upgrade. It's permanent and cannot be reversed. Value shows the increase of the given statistic. It depends on the base value of the statistics. The higher it is, the bigger gain for each upgrade. Okay, well... wait, no, that's the blacksmith. I'll upgrade him in a second. Barracks. When I trade Rackham... Yeah. So, can't do anything there. He's at the Artificer Hall. So we gotta upgrade this one. There's also transmutation, but we don't know how to do that. Library, know about that. Keep. Okay, so let's mess around with Rackham Rune Lord. So what is his skill tree? What's his skill tree first? So we have 4 moves. We've got Enchants his weapon, adding Mana Leech on each hit. Helpful. Places multiple runes in a selected area that activate after 3 seconds. Blinds enemies in a cone. And throws enchanted hammers. Gain health for each hammer hit. Increased threat and very low cooldown. Well, let's do Mana Leech. Enchants his weapon. Enchants his armor. So that's not a small amount of resistance. Versus just more damage per attack. Let's go damage for attack for now. We're not really in too much danger. Okay. And we could do runes or we could do blind. I like the runes better. So, bigger radius. Or a stun. So let's go this way for now. Okay, so he actually looks to be a bit of a caster. I wonder... mana per hit. I bet instead of focusing on some things... Okay, 14, 15. I bet the 15 is because of his skill power. So if I put a bunch into skill mastery... Let's get that up to 20 for now. Oh, I have to confirm it first. Okay, let's get it to 20 and then check. Skill tree, 17. So, this guy almost feels like he'd be worth putting points mostly into mastery and life. More or less, roll him as a mage tank instead. Now, she does have a little bit. Explosive radius, well... I guess I can invest in that for now. I still got 2. Can I get this? No. Maybe undo this and get that. There we go. And he's got 1 skill point, but I can't do anything about that. Okay, well, I guess we've got our fourth party members, so let's head back to living quarters. Enter full party of 4. So it does look like we've got like an artificer chick. I don't know what that is, and possibly another dwarf? Alright. So Rackham gives elemental resistances. Welcome statue. A strange statue made of light and mist floats above the pedestal. It does not speak, but smiles warmly at your champions. There's an inscription at its base. Welcome to the market square. May your trades always be profitable and fair. If you wish to request a guarantor of truth for your transaction, please contact Administrator Krissa. Well, let's grab all the offerings of gold and whatnot. They're not using it. Admittedly, I'm not using it much either. Okay, so we've still got the library here, but I don't think... Go to library. Aha! Would you look at this door? A master craft of dark gold if I ever saw one. Nigh unbreakable. I wish I had a diamond chisel so I could chip off a piece. And show my brothers. What is it with you dwarves? Always wanting to break or dismantle things. I'm truly perplexed on how your cities stood as long as they did. Well, Sir Druid, I guess you can say it's just our nature. We want to understand whatever we come in contact with. Among my folks, it's said we were the greatest craftsmen in all of Artara. We built wonders from metal and gears, steam-powered machines that ran by themselves, furnaces that never went out. Even flying machines of metal that could move people. When I were a wee laddie, my father taught me how to make small mechanisms from gears and springs. There's nothing compared to what the stories tell. They say my kind could move mountains. I came here to find out if those tales be telling truth or telling lies. Then you'll be happy to hear the tales of your people are true. We saw a vision with our own eyes. The land was once indeed home to the steam machine you speak of, large as a building and moving with incredible speed on steel tracks, and giant metal birds that flew through the air without flapping their wings. By Regelhar's beard, so it's all true, I knew it. Deep in my bones, I just knew it. You've brought me more joy than you realize, lass. I realize my, my attempt at sounding like a dwarf is, half pirate. I just like to pretend all dwarves are secretly pirates and, desperately want to say yar at a given moment's notice. It makes it a little bit easier to accept my inferiorities. I'll get good at it someday. Anyway, Grand Library. Warmest salutations to all who seek enlightenment. Please note that taking any book from these premises without written permission from the curator, marked by the curator's seal, will result in immediate and irrevocable expulsion. Wonder if that's an interesting plot point or just a random tid. Might be a random tidbit. Hello. Okay. So, defend 2 mana orbs against a large group of construct blade masters, crossbowmen, and guards. If you let them support each other, they'll decimate your party. Okay. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, defend mana orbs. In this combat, you need to defend them. If they're destroyed, the fight will be lost. Enemies are set to destroy them at any cost. They'll switch to your champions only if they receive some damage. Use this to your advantage. Don't try and attack everything at once. Groups are usually larger or stronger. Let them focus the orbs, which have a lot of health, and then snipe them off. Alternatively, probably fight everything. I'll have to see about equipment as we go along. Oof. Okay, so we do still have some lag spikes here. Okay, well, let's go to him. I wonder how many blessings I can just stack on my characters. Probably not a small amount, actually. Okay, well... Conveniently, it looks like, Wait. Is he a ranged character? Or... I set him to move and attack. He might just be kind of slow. Yeah, I guess he just didn't feel like, chucking his hammers for whatever reason. Not a big deal. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, this is mad easy. I would like to turn up the difficulty, if only because this is too easy. At the same time, I do kind of appreciate the fact... Well, no. It's a lot easier for me to finish a series if I'm not focusing on the difficulty. You're racking back in here. Because, oh, forfeit. No. Don't want to do that. I've still also got the explosive runes, which I should try. Can I? Not bad, actually. But that's the wall. We probably just want to warp over here. The melee guy will come. The healing ward behind him. Because all the other characters have health regen that's more than sufficient for what needs doing. The one thing I don't like about the dwarf is you have to constantly keep recasting inner fire. Let's see, let's see, what do we have? Taunt. And she's got Bear Traps, Hunter's Mark. Okay. Bring Rackham back. The other guys aren't so bad. He's taken some damage. But we've almost defeated all the enemies. Yeah. I can imagine I wouldn't have that much trouble if I tried on the harder difficulty. But again, I'm here for the story. I'm here for the exploration. If I want tactical combat, I really hope they come out with a I really hope they come out with a Fire Emblem game on the Switch at some point. Oh. Forge. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. We'll come back later. We have an enchantment and some chests. So, Ephemeric Chains applies a 20% slow for 10 seconds, has a 3% chance to daze enemies for 3 seconds. And we also get some more stuff. I'll have to see if some of the blues are better than my purples. Okay, so we got those guys there, but yeah, we've got something here. Let's check dwarf equipment. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of important to note. So he has nothing on him. It also looks like some of these wands and whatnot are stronger than what I have. So, prismatic wands not so good, but these blues are significantly better. I will admit this is why I like stuff like eye levels in games, because it makes it a lot easier to tell. Hey, yeah, this item is significantly better than the one you've got. Let's see, what's this got? 1 mastery, crit chance. I guess we'll do that for now. Oh, we can fit more rings, but I don't think we have any more. And yeah, we've also got the Wands of Sparks. Is that better? 2 mastery versus might. No crit chance. Days, don't care about the DPS too much. Yeah, in retrospect, the 2 mastery is better. For this guy, at least. Oh, question. Can these be upgraded? No. Chance cannot be upgraded in the slightest. So anything that's orange is capped out. Okay, well that's fair. Let's see. Let's dismantle the greens. I don't think I'm ever going to have much of a use for them. Let's see, courier shoes. I guess let's get rid of the blue wands as well. What about the gloves? Gloves are marginally better movement speed, attack speed, but the loss of the mastery is not worth. Let's see, attack speed, mana regen. However, the Baracus Pendant has a skill power increase of 15%. That's pretty damn good. So let's chuck that on. Means which is better? Oh. Oh. I threw the wrong one on. This is bad. This is awful. It's got mana regen. But it's no good. Wow, he's got a doubled skill power. That's good. Okay, and this is bad. This wasn't bad. In fact, now that I'm looking at it, this is actually better. I just noticed this has a skill power increase, which is better than the 2 mastery, so I guess I'll just toss the other wand on. This will be fine. I know what I'm doing. Mainly I'm just getting rid of all the junk that I don't need. Let's get rid of the Lord's Amulet, probably. Maybe? I don't know. It'd be nice if I could store items away. I guess anybody watching this, if you know, should I get rid of those items? Is there a point to keeping them around? I'm saving, right? Let me double check the hotkeys. It's the quick save button. Quick save is F5. Alright, I'm going to assume I'm saving. Hello! Large group of constructs created by a tower defense mechanism. Apparently this mechanism, whatever it is, considers your party a bigger threat. Probably just hang out and fight. Okay, move here, move here. I don't need to care too much about things, like I'm not in much danger. But I'm in enough danger that I should if I totally just like let my characters auto fight. What does this button do? Oh, that's the restart battle button. Okay, yeah, if I totally just let my characters auto fight, we'll run into problems. I'm gonna move these guys over here. That way these enemies have to kind of come this direction. Alternatively, let's just go down this hallway. We've got most of the enemies coming this way, and if we get a couple from behind, oh well. Okay. I do really like the music for this game. Let's see. Nope. Might as well summon him. She's dumb. Yeah, unfortunately, the characters have no sense of, like, self-preservation. They will easily just, Okay. Get back in there. The characters will just hang out in, they'll just hang out in AoEs. I'm trying to remember, right, I brought up Divinity Original Sin. Your characters would automatically try and avoid AoEs. At least outside of combat. Sorry for the coughs, I don't know. My throat is just kind of scratchy today. This is part of the reason why series fall off so easily. Because, especially if it's a series I don't stream often, it's not something that I'm just going to be able to, you know, just load up on an afternoon and play. Oftentimes because I do actually have other things to do, but also just because... but also just because, you know, it's so hard to, like, get back on the horse. Metaphorical horse, I guess. But it's just difficult to get back into a game when you haven't played it recently at all. I don't know, whatever. Okay. I have the same problem with The Witch and the Hundred Knight. That's another one of those series that I'd like to play. I am busy. Okay, so we get some pants. Steel Greaves. So, that actually is useful. I can throw it on the dwarf. No, I can't. Wrong item for the class. Interesting. I might just go make him some stuff. Maybe? I mean, if I just tough it out, especially because we're on an easier difficulty, he'll just get what he needs anyway.
The races soon abandoned all research into new technologies. They grew complacent, weak. Even the elves, usually reserved and aloof, became consumed by this newly found omnipotence. Why waste time and energy if you could get everything with a wave of your hand? Why grow crops if you could summon up a table full of exotic delicacies and noble drinks? They drank and danced all day and night long, and they all ignored the first signs of the change. People began to fall ill. One by one, their senses began to fail. Their sight, hearing, taste. Nothing that a short burst of power couldn't heal. At first. But the more power they absorbed, the more serious their illness became. Some became paralyzed. Some stopped caring and stood motionless, just staring into the sky. Some just stopped eating and died. And then came the visions. People started to see things around them. Dark shapes floating in the wind, circling, watching, waiting.
What an absolute waste, throwing away centuries of labor and progress for a quick and easy fix. Ah, Sir Druid, but dunna be so quick to throw stones. The vision showed a few elves with more than their heads full of ale and magic. Indeed, though I highly suspect whoever was responsible for these mental presentations is perhaps a bit of a dramatist. I just don't understand how they didn't put two and two together and realize it was the magic making them all sick all along. It's far easier to judge a situation when one is not, far easier to judge a situation when one is not in that situation, Maeve. I guess, but when people are dying, it seems like someone should have been paying more attention. Perhaps they didn't want to pay attention. Hedonists are often blind to the harm they inflict, both to themselves and others. Okay. Grab treasure. It's getting kind of choppy here for whatever reason. Not really sure why. Old bones. These look like the remains of another villager that ran away from Sleeth. Next time your party finds an old note, but they can make little of the charged scrap of paper. Toolbox. Yeah, nothing that helpful. Small chest has some boots. Dark wires. On the table there are scraps of strange wires. The metal looks similar to gold, but much darker. The wires are twisted together and linked in a chain. It's very light, yet incredibly strong. What were they used for? Your champions have no idea. Probably chainmail of some sort. Maybe? Empty barrels. Dark red, stored wine. Speaking of... Oh, we've got some wine. Jill went home for a convention and she brought back a nice bottle of wine. Sturdy chest standing on the table. After a very long time tinkering with the lock, your champions finally open it. Inside, they only find motes of dust. Let me see, is there anything else? There's this, whatever the hell this is. It's got like a person, but nothing more. Ooh. Looks like we might have something to raise up here. Let's keep grabbing the gold at the very least. Sleeth's Notes 3. 12th of Devris Prime, 125 AS. I've captured 2 villagers. They feign ignorance of the key, but this is to be expected. Even these simpleton villagers know how to fear my wrath. I will secure them up in the prison quarters and interrogate them later, thankless fools. I alone am responsible for saving our world. I alone shall lead. None shall stop me. Sleeth? Yeah, lost it, buddy. We got more random piles of gold. Oh. So, Sleeth's Notes 4. These miserable vermin told me nothing. They perished far too quickly. How dare they defy me? Me! I and I alone understand the world. Only I have the will and skill to wield the power. Who are they to deny me, to steal from me? Ignorant fools. They have distracted me from my work for far too long. I can waste no more time searching for the key. Other measures will be taken to open the library door. All the knowledge contained within will be mine. Then they will see, every single one of them who questioned me, who dismissed me. They will all pay, and the price will be high. I'm sure now. The library must contain the secrets to open a bridge between worlds. It's the wealth and abundance of other worlds that will sustain our own. I will take their food, water, and riches. They will labor for me, worship me. For I will build an empire unprecedented in scope and greatness. Artara will not only be reborn, it will extend across the heavens themselves. Okay. More than a little bit of megalomania. Alright, you can zoom out like crazy. Well, so I'm just gonna kick all my guys over here. I'll keep him there. But it seems like the rest of the party is probably... The rest of the party is probably best suited over here. Because he can tank things alone. On his own over here. Because he's got plenty of HP. Whereas this is actually a bit of trouble. We'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. I'll move her forward a little bit. Oh no, he's dying. Oh, it's because there's a lot more to this mess than I thought. That's okay. He's got a lot more healing than the rest of the party, so we'll be fine. Put that there for a second. Maybe I should bring the rest of the party over here. It seems like half the enemies are spawning from this direction anyway. Oh boy. There we go, problem solved. Let's see, 3. Move over here. We've got hella aggro. But I think we'll be fine. You just go here, 3. Get that healing totem right up in this. Okay. Force them to take the long way around. He's good. Oh no. That's the self-heal. What we want is this. Oh, that got him good. Let's see, what else do I have? Unfortunately, her fire arrow does not actually go for the nearest immediate target. Oh, that's a very small cone. Well, that's okay. We've got our heal ready. And, yeah, we're good. We don't have anything left. Yeah, these guys kind of hurt. I was expecting, I was expecting this to actually be easy, but no, we got mobbed. Alright, well, we're fine. I do really need to get the dwarf some better equipment. Hopefully some of this is dwarven. Otherwise, I guess I could go smith it up. I was just hoping to get some base upgrades to work with.